Hey, 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 good morning. What is going on out there today? Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Golly gee, another episode of 7 Around 7. Hope you're having a spectacular start to your day wherever you are. I am for a few more days here in the Southern California desert, Rancho Mirage, the Mission Hills Country Club. Wimbledon Drive 92270. We're heading out next Tuesday to Steamboat Springs. We're heading June 1st. We'll spend the night along the way at some point, probably in Utah somewhere, and then we'll pull in the Steamboat next Wednesday, a week from today in the afternoon. Break it up into a 2-day trip. I've done it before in one day. It's rough. It's a 14+ hour day on the road. Yeah, if I'm by myself, it's okay. But anyway, so that's the deal, guys. Going to be toasty today. We got some doubles. Maya and I are playing the Big O and the even bigger Morgan at 11 this morning. I think we're going on the hard courts because those two are playing. They're getting ready for the National Father-Daughter hard courts coming up soon. I think in the next couple of weeks down in San Diego. So we're going to get out there and help them get prepped for that. Guys, what's going on today? Hope you got something on tap for tennis today. A couple things I want to talk about is, number one, as the picture says there, don't outsmart yourself. It's such an obvious message that I've been guilty so many times of completely outsmarting myself. And I've learned over the years to try to trust not doing it. Anyway, before we get into that, and it's going to be short today, I got to get out of here by 7 minutes. Yesterday, I gave you number 8 off of the great list that Dave Sievertson gave me about a month ago, which has got 12 things here on it. He says recommended goals. Anyway, what I want to talk about is number 2 today, which is really interesting if you think about the geometry of when we make contact with the ball. I should say where. Maybe it's more where we make contact. And as Dave says here, number 2, increase the percentage of balls you contact between the waist and the chest, right? So not down low below your knees. By stepping up to the ball and then straightening your ball line, right? Straightening the shot trajectory. If you can make contact above the waist and somewhere above the waist and between your chest, what you do when you straighten out the ball line is you really take the net out of the equation there. Once the ball drops too low, now you've got to deal with the net. But if you get the ball high enough, obviously depending on where you are, if you're way back behind the baseline, which if you've been watching 7 Around 7 or any of my stuff for any amount of time, you know that that's not a great court position. So assuming that, all things being equal in terms of being, somewhere on top of the baseline, or if not, inside it, that when you make contact between the waist and the chest, you get to straighten the ball line so the net does not come into play. You will maximize the amount of time you take away from your opponent, and it will keep the ball deep. So when you straighten the line, I know, listen, this goes against the grain, right? Top, man, top spin, got to, windshield wipe, got to top. Well, look, the reality for us is the more top we apply, the longer it takes to get over there. And if you straighten out your line because you're of your contact point, you basically take the net out of the equation, right? So this also allows you to shoot to larger targets and puts opponents in neutral defensive positions without you taking a risk. Results will include confidence goes up. Oh boy, and errors will go down. So, another way to think about this is when you take the ball and not let it drop. And look, let's be honest, with the advent of instruction of really focusing on topspin, is that it's way easier to let the ball sort of be coming down into your racket around knee height and top it from there. But that's not really the best geometry in terms of your point of contact, right? So Think about that today. Get out there today, or the next time you're on the court, see if you can position yourself so that you're making contact above your waist, right? And we're not talking shoulder high or head high. Obviously, you're going to play some shots there. But see if you can't maneuver yourself so that you get to play the ball at that height and then straighten out your line. I'm not talking about a completely flat ball. I mean, every ball should have some amount of spin. But we're talking about having to do less with spin because of the point of contact spot. And you've taken the net out of the problem solve thing there. So hope that makes sense. Guys, look, today, don't outsmart yourself. And really what that means is that when you find a shot pattern or you find a spot over there that seems to bother that opponent the most, it's never 100% guarantee. But man, just like Dave said, yesterday in that thing that I read to you, if you win 60% of the points, I think you win the match. So, but if you find something over there that when you poke it and you continue to kind of, go after it, and it's working most of the time. And look, most of the time means that, let's say that you've been winning points by going to this one spot over there, or maybe it's a type of shot. For me, it's more of, it could be a slice backhand this deep, or it could be short. I mean, it could be where they got to really step up. But whatever it is, you keep going at it. And yet there's going to be times when that opponent over there unintentionally hits a winner. Maybe was trying to go cross court and got a hair late and screamed a winner up the line. That doesn't mean to outsmart yourself and go, well, I can't do that anymore. No, you got to be realistic that you're not going to win every point, even if it looks like this is the greatest shot pattern in the history of the world against this opponent. And you're not going to win every point. That's okay. And what I mean by that is that we do outsmart ourselves sometimes by thinking, well, I can't do that anymore. Or on a big point, it's a big point, right? Meaning that, let's say it's add in and it's 4-all in the third. And you go, well, that's been working, but I don't want to show it to them because they know it's coming, or they think they know it's coming. And then you try something goofy, and the next thing you know is you just hand them the point, and your confidence takes a major hit, right? So look, let's say, for example, that, and this worked for me a couple of years ago when I was over in Umag in Croatia playing the team event, the World Cup over there, on the red clay. And for whatever reason, it was working. I didn't question it. It was just working. And that was for me just taking my slice backhand and just going cross court and not trying to do anything great with it, knowing that they're going to go over there and touch the ball. I'm okay with that, but being patient with that shot pattern. And most times we think of patterns of, well, here and there and then and all these kind of goofy angles and goofy locations over there. A shot pattern could simply be your slice backhand cross court into the ad quadrant and letting it land somewhere in the middle of it, right? Letting it kind of skid through the middle and going over and over and over again until either a couple of things happen. Number one, they miss. They get so frustrated with the fact that you aren't missing, and you continue to just lay it in there, and they finally get impatient and miss, or they give you a short ball, right? Something you can really get offensive with, or whatever. But for me, what I was doing is I was fighting this feeling. It seemed like the whole time, which was there was another little voice, right? There was the good little voice on the right shoulder going, man, just take this thing cross court again. And then the other guy over here in the other shoulder was going, oh, come on, man, let's go up the line with this one. You can do it. And I had to fight that voice. And you know what? It's really to outsmart. It's really easy to outsmart ourselves and just think that we got to do something different when we've discovered a pattern that works. Now, look, I'll be honest with you. From time to time, if I'm up like 40 love or love 40, where I feel I've got a little cushion, what I might do is something a little different, not in terms of a result to win the point. I'm not going to say, well, I'm going to take this slice backhand and I'm going to top it big, monster, up the line for an outright in your face, I'm the man winner. No, what I might do is I might slide it up the line safely inside to their forehand, even if their forehand's big, but just to be able to make them think that little thought in the back of their head, you know what, that might be a possibility. And so they don't get 100% knowing that, hey, all right, that slice backhand's coming back cross court again, right? So you got to be, but in the end, if there's any kind of like shot choice where you're not sure, just go with a pattern that works. Tell them, what are they going to do? Hey man, I'm going cross court with this slice backhand again. Here it comes. What are they going to do? Just because they know it's coming doesn't mean that they now have the advantage. So there you have it. Don't outsmart yourself. All right, guys, look, down below, webtennisgear.com. If you love 7 around 7, you love webtennis.com, stuff I'm putting out there, man, would love for you to show your love by going over to webtennisgear.com. The link is in the description area. Pick up a t-shirt or two or more. And when you do, I'm going to, it's the Web Tennis on YouTube. Very cool little logo we got. I guess you can't really see that. Anyway, and I would appreciate it, right? And to show my appreciation, I'm going to give you, as my way of saying thanks when you pick up one or more t-shirts over there, is I'm going to give you one of my $97 stroke technique courses. There's 7 of them, and you can choose any one you want. You'll just have to let me know. And then, but that's my way of saying thanks for supporting 7 around 7, webtennisgear.com. Guys, I want to hear from you. Thank you yesterday for all of you who emailed me or left messages either through the comments area below or direct messaging me. What's on your mind? I need some more topics to think about. I mean, to yak with you guys about on 7 around 7. And so I need to hear from you. All right. So down below in the comments area, let me know, what do you want to work on? You can direct message me at Facebook, or you can shoot me that email, brent@webtennis.com. As always, I promise to read and respond. And give me some stuff to yak about, man. Come on. All right. Let's not make this a total monologue. Let's make some of it a dialogue, right? And by the way, I've been kind of kicking around the idea of putting an invite out there. Who wants to join me on a live session? One of you guys, and join me, and we'll do it live, side by side. I'll bring you on, and you're going to ask me a question, and we can kind of prepare the question, or you can come on and just no prep at all. Just kind of blindside me with the question, and let's see where we go with it. If you would like to do that, go ahead and shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. And that'd be cool. And we can work out a time that works best for you in terms of which day would be good. Guys, that's it for me today. I got a big day, man. I hope you do too. Gonna hit 100 today, 101, 102, something like that. Looking forward to it. Guys, all of us got to get out there today. Help someone else have a great day. Guys, I'll see you again next time.